We're back, folks, to the Castle in the Clouds Spring Classic, all the way in New Hampshire. Joe Roy, thanks for joining us once again on these features. We love it. How you doing today?
So excited to be here, Raivis. Thanks for having me.
I'm just so excited to see more Castle in the Clouds footage. This course, when I was putting it together the first time, I was like, all right, this is cool. The second time, I was like, oh, this looks even better. Now I just want to play it and be there.
It's a spectacle. We missed you that weekend, and it's just a gem of a course. I think they're trying to make it permanent, too. Little tidbit there, but...
Yeah, I got a little bit of feedback on that. That would be amazing to see. I don't know what we need to do to make that happen, but if you need any support from us or GMT, just let us know.
Love that.
So we got a great classic here today. We got trophies for MPO, FPO. Was there any other divisions?
2 days, the amateur division. All the trophies.
Yes. Nice.
So MPO, FPO, and yeah, we're ready to roll.
Looks like beautiful weather. Another 90-degree day in New Hampshire in May. There's your tournament director. That's Terry Murphy, right?
Terry, our drone guy.
Yes, thanks to him for providing the drone footage and for helping direct the tournament. This was a field of 90, I want to say, correct?
That's right.
Well, we got a great card for you guys today. A couple people from Maine that you saw from the GST feature card, and we have a newcomer on GMT who's never been on it, Marcus.
I call him the Prince of Discgolf.
His
really dad, good. Daniel Marcus, is just a legendary disc golfer. It's so great. I remember Coleman running around Acres Acres in Maine as like a 8-year-old, like smashing putts everywhere, and now all of a sudden here he is on GMT making his debut, and I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, his dad should be proud because he's going to throw some amazing shots on this feature. And there it is, Christian Olsen coming from Maine, one of the highest rated players in Maine and one of the best players. You saw him on the other feature that we dropped. And here is Rory Duffy. He might look recognizable from the Salmon Rally of Rochester footage.
Rory having a great season.
Team Beast, Panda Pack, right?
That's right, buddy. That's right.
And there he is. Don't mess with Papa Chuck.
Don't mess with him.
Charlie Veysey. This is feature number 3 for him. He's still got a couple more in the bag, and he smushed this one.
This guy's always on camera.
He loves the camera.
He earns it.
Yes, he does. No, he's having a great season, and we're just happy to be able to cover him in this feature. And here is somebody that's also making his debut in the GMT, Jeff Hinkley. He also smashes, plays for Team MVP Discs, and he's mostly playing a lot of Maine tournaments, so it's really great to see him and Olsen come all the way to New Hampshire. How far is that for them? Do you know?
That's probably a 3-hour drive for them.
Okay.
And Jeff Hinkley, if you don't know Jeff Hinkley, you guys are about to know Jeff Hinkley. He is a phenomenal player. Great putter, throws very far. So you're in for a treat here.
Yeah, I love how smooth he is off the tee. I love his putts. And he made some bangers on that Granite State Tour feature that we put out last week. Very,
very solid putter.
So this hole 1 is 530 feet. It looks like it was a dog leg to the right. So this is where most of their drives kind of landed. Is there any OB in the back there? Is that
OB just past the basket?
Okay.
The fence is a little deceiving. You don't really need to go for the basket here. You certainly can if you have the distance. But really all you want to do is what these guys are doing. Just over the fence, give yourself a birdie look. Coleman here looking for his birdie look as we speak.
Oof. Off the top of the basket. Where did you guys get all these baskets, by the way?
Yvonne, top of the hill, the legend.
Yes. Well,
graciously donated them for the weekend. We're very, very lucky to have Marty on our side.
That's awesome. Thank you, Marty. That's really wonderful to be able to support this tournament and be able to get 22 baskets out there.
Delivered them and everything. Just the best.
Amazing.
Oh, great putt, Christian.
Yeah, good start for Christian there. And I believe he's still playing with All Prodigy, right? Is he still sponsored by Prodigy?
ThoughtSpace.
Oh, ThoughtSpace, that's right.
He was very known for Prodigy for a long time, but supporting the Aaron Wilmot, the local Maine guy, Aaron coming out with some incredible, not just jerseys anymore. He comes out with some of the best discs in the game. You should be supporting ThoughtSpace whenever you can.
Yeah, ThoughtSpace has been putting out some great stuff and some really fantastic artwork.
Yeah, it's some of the best, really tattoo kind of very cool stuff. Very, very great stuff. Aaron's always had a great eye for detail, and it really shows with his jerseys for all those years, and now also the disc that he's making that you'll see Christian throwing even right here.
Potential collab, future collab. ThoughtSpace and BEAST, maybe.
It's been talked about before. We'll see.
I would love to see something. All right, so hole 2, 315 feet. Pretty straightforward looking shot. You're going to want to swing a wide hyzer or take the flick approach. But Charlie looks like he's got it dialed in, but it gets a huge skip. Oh, my goodness.
Not OB back there. That red umbrella kind of tripped me up at first, but that is not out of bounds. You can go deep here.
Yeah. Now, was it windy that day? I can't.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. The bugs were out there.
We saw the bugs. We got a comment on the YouTube feature. Yo, those bugs are freaking me out.
Stop them from happening, unfortunately. It's just that time of year.
Yes, mayflies do happen, and especially when you're in the mountains. That was a great pull by Coleman there.
Ooh, and beautiful Coleman.
Yeah, he had the best shot of the bunch there, so we're going to have a little beast replay here.
Perfect little hyzer, nothing too fancy.
Now, do you think he copied his form from his father, or, I mean, that was really good looking.
Great upbringing.
Yeah.
Is all I'm going to say. I think he has a lot of mechanics of his dad. His dad's one of the smoothest players I've ever played with, one of the best putters I've ever met as well. To this day, by the way.
Legend.
Daniel's still out there playing.
Yeah.
Absolute legend. He's played some of the best events in the world. And passed on a lot of his skills down to Marcus.
Yeah, and I played with Coleman several times, top of the hill and other tournaments, and I just like playing with him. He's such a competitive spirit, and he's really good.
Silent assassin, doesn't talk a lot.
No. And he smokes his butts kind of like somebody else I know, like Shane Wyatt.
That's right. Little miss from Christian there, very uncharacteristic.
There, he looks like the wind is picking up a little bit on this one, but
a nice little puff.
Jeff Hinkley is not fazed by it. He's 970 rated, and he is one of the friendliest players you'll ever meet on the course. Jeff.
One of the most inviting people ever. Always hugs when you see him. Big white smile. Just the best guy.
Yeah, ever since he learned my name, he always says my name and says hello to me at tournaments, and I smile back and I say, "Hey, Jeff," and it's always makes my day.
He always takes the time, man. And that's the best thing about Jeff. A lot of these Mainers too, man. They're just happy to be out there, and you get the Chuck just giving a little stare to the camera. I love that.
Don't
what
mess.
A star. Yo, you can't mess with Papa Chuck. You just can't.
No. And Jeff also has a very versatile game, as you can see here, pulling out his flick there, very smooth. 200 and I think it was 206 feet. What's up with this? Is there a drop off OB or something? There must be.
Not
right?
OB, but it's a nice steep drop off. It's very hairy back there. You don't want to go 30 feet past the basket. Yeah. It's about chest high grass back there, so you want to keep it close.
And can we talk about that view? I mean, could there be any more pristine location for a disc golf course?
Lake Winnipesaukee back there, and a few holes you'll be able to see when you're on top of them. When you're on top of the mountain, you'll be able to see them best. Whoa!
Yeah, that almost went in.
That stood the hairs on the back of my neck.
Just a very picturesque course. And now, how many years have you guys been doing Castle and Clouds?
If I'm not mistaken, this is year 6. I haven't always been involved in the tournament.
Oh my god! Great putt. Yeah.
Great putt. Death putt. You don't want to go deep there. Like I said, that's very hairy back there.
No, it looks like it's going into the abyss if you miss. So 6 years. For some reason, I thought it was only like 3rd or 4th year. I didn't realize you guys were doing Castle for that long.
It's Chris Carr, Ian Crivero. They're obviously known beast guy. Chris Carr actually works for Castle McLeod, the wedding venue, and he's out there and he's carving the fairways. He's done so much work for this course. He designed a lot of the course. We love Chris Carr, another legend of the game, legend in New Hampshire too. So we're so appreciative to have him and build this amazing course.
Don't go! Don't go! Don't go! Don't do it! No. Jeez. All right, well, let's see if he can make this comeback. That's a very important comeback for Jeff right here because he doesn't want to lose any traction. Yeah, good putt. Well, thank you, Chris Carr. Thank you, Chris Carr, for putting so much work and effort into this event. I mean, from an outsider who's never played it, I am thrilled to be able to take a look at it next year and maybe even play it next year. So.
Car's Christmas, just so you know. This is just the Rory. Little left side chain from Rory there. Yeah, Chris has been doing this for a long time and playing disc golf for a long time, and this course is his pride and joy. So we're so thrilled to have Chris on our side and to give us a course like this, man. This is so beautiful.
Yeah, I was just shocked to see how beautiful the course was and very technical with some of the shots. You'll see like some of them are like a key frame or there's OB to the left and right. You really have to dial it in. So that was kind of cool to see.
They're actually walking to the keyhole right now.
Oh, okay. Great. So Lakeland and Pasaki. That's awesome.
So beautiful. Amazing views.
Yeah, shout out to Quinten Scott for filming this entire day, filming the feature card for Beast, and then helping film the lead card for obviously this tournament here. He did a fantastic job. So this is the keyhole, right? Where you have to land it into this middle circle, right? I think.
Correct. That is an island. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool setup. And
what you want to do is mid-range or a zone or something like that, something slow, just kind of pitches something up. If you have a lot of distance, like your Batistas or any of those guys, they can pump one out there. But today, I don't know if these guys are trying to do that. You see Charlie here kind of hang one out left. I don't know if that made it in bounds. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think it did. I think that was probably a scorcher. And DiBattista in the Beast feature or the Granite State Tour feature, he tries to go for it and he doesn't make it, but he almost is pin high. So that's a pump. Now, is it downhill? It's got to be a little downhill, right?
Slight downhill. Okay. But you're playing pretty flat here. You need 500 distance in the air to be able to get that. So it's a real pump.
Oh, is Christian Olsen? Oh, I think he's OB. That was barely OB.
That's so close.
Yeah, this is such a cool hole. I want more holes like this in New England.
It doesn't force anyone to throw a huge 5-foot shot. You can still.
But it's important. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Placement shots.
And that was a
green here. Beautiful.
Yeah, good looking shot by Coleman there, leaving him about 25 feet. And he's looking for birdie. It's a par 4, and he wants to start off hot. So he's already back Jeff Hinkley. So, and here's Charlie from the drop zone. Oh, swung it so wide there.
Whoa.
Papa Chuck, you just got messed with a little bit there.
Held on to a little bit. It's a little sticky out there for me.
Yeah, so he's going to have to take it from where it last went in bounds, probably at the top of that right corner there.
And the basket here.
Oh, Christian Olsen, what a beautiful shot there. I love his form, and the fact that he's throwing all thought spaces is pretty cool because some would say they didn't have a full lineup, but I think after this year, you can't really say that, right? They fulfilled
this year they really filled out all those spaces because there's mixed bag for a while. I think they still are mixed bag. I don't think you have to specifically throw all thought space. Oh, Jeff tracking the basket here. What are we doing?
Saw it in the intro. He was right on it. Man, was there any Eagles on this?
So
no, that would be a great story.
I don't have my chart right in front of me, but if somebody eagled this hole, I forgot to give you a fist bump because that's a stroke on the field at least.
I think next year you should put a bounty on it because
I think we should too.
I'm gonna throw it in. You're gonna see.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we can't wait. GMT really can't wait to come back. I mean, this is just incredible. So, do you think you'll have it the same weekend in in May next year?
We try for around the same time every year.
Yeah.
We try not to conflict with any of the big tournaments, anything going around, but we're also one of the bigger tournaments around, and we want to try to be exclusive to everybody, but we'll keep it around the same time.
Okay, nice. And did you guys add cash to this? Beast did?
Did.
Awesome.
The amount of money is not privy off the top of my head right now, but we did
yeah,
for this.
No, great. I just didn't know if this was like an unsanctioned added cash, because you don't hear that too often.
And it was added cash. Yeah, we did. And typically with Grand Estate Tour, that's what we try to do. We try to do it real big. Decent player pack plus. Oh, Rory.
Dang, Rory's not
chains again.
He's noticing a trend with his left side.
Shaking out the jitters by hole 4. And Rory's a great putter. If Rory's putting stroke is on, that guy can compete with anybody in New England. So.
And I saw some of that in the rally. He definitely can putt.
There you go, Chuck. And on a good note.
I think he said rugged.
That's a shock thing to say, rugged.
But yeah, 575 feet. It's a good little tester to wake you up, just to make sure you're going to play smart and you're going to hit your line twice.
Can't sleep on this hole because, like you saw with like Papa Chuck, you can either play this hole really smart, or Chuck try playing it smart. Couple little hits here and there, and he's looking at I believe he got a bogey there, right?
He did, and there's something to be said about a 275-foot shot and then another 275-foot shot.
And the putt.
Sometimes it's not that easy to execute. So.
This is a new hole this year, hole 5. This is new to the property.
I liked it. I really like it. Now, it does it finish right? Like a little
Finishes
right?
like, this is going to sound super liberal here. It pretty much ends straight, but you do have to kind of add a little bit of you got to kind of pop it up and straight, and it ends almost left.
Okay. All right. Because I couldn't figure out like where exactly people wanted to land me. Like, that's probably really good, right?
That's very good.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because at first I thought it was a little right, but this is just a cool hole. I love like in the shoot shots like this.
That also very good. And some banter in the background. Whatever was happening there. Some big putt.
It was probably Dylan's card.
He's just full of energy.
He really is.
Teenagers. He's like 21 years old. I still call him a teenager.
Yeah. That's okay. I still think Casey's like 17.
He is. He just doesn't. Kid doesn't age.
And here's Coleman looking with a tough approach flick shot. Oh, that was beautiful. He even got the honk.
Really navigated that.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, okay, so it does finish a little left and then downhill, looks like.
Yes. And past the basket isn't too bad. You can go circle 2-ish, and you're not super hairy, but obviously, like what Jeff.
What a run.
Playing horseshoes. He's deadly. Jeff Hinkley just deadly. Getting the high fives, that big smile. Look at
such a bright smile. Love it.
Come on.
And Christian Olsen. See, these guys are feeling aggressive, so I mean, with such a little downhill slope, I don't know if I would have done that, but
these main guys, man, they have no fear. No fear in these guys.
No. And that's why, because they can putt too.
One of the best putters I know.
He really is. I love watching him putt. I love playing with him. Played with him multiple times. One time at Pinnacle, and then he just murdered Pinnacle.
He has the perfect game for Pinnacle. Long accuracy, plus the great putting mix. Perfect for that course.
The little like the turnovers, everything. Yeah. And Papa matching that putt, going uphill. Perfect basket placement, I gotta say.
Chris Carr, thank you, buddy.
He just knows what he's doing.
They had flooding going on or something on the course, so they had to add this as an alternative to another hole that was backwards a little ways. There was some flooding, so they didn't want to deal with that, and I think Chris did a great job navigating this.
Yeah. I was very impressed with the setup of these holes. It's almost looked like they were there for years.
Not even.
I know some of them were brand new, and I heard, so that's very cool.
As you think about this hole right now, and not like when it gets stomped out and kind of played a bunch, I think it's going to be one of the better holes of the course.
Yeah, I love holes like that, and
Absolutely.
I think The pars are, let's talk about the pars. Like 385 par 4, this is a tweener, right? But because it's so new, who decided to make it a par 4? Was that mostly, Terry's decision or a group decision?
That was Granite State Tour. Granite State
Okay.
Tour, let's all take, so Beast, Granite State Tour, Chris, all of us had a little bit of a, I remember talking about this hole and that it's so hairy and it's so new and it's so tight that we decided to give a little bit of forgiveness.
Okay. And I agree with that.
It'll be par 4 moving forward. Maybe it's a little more stomped out. Some of the trees on the left and the right kind of cleared out. Even Chris right now, okay, drive stuck on a log. But
That was crazy.
he could probably pitch up to the basket for a 3, but it's very hairy even halfway the fairway, so we decided to be a little bit more forgiving on this shot.
What I like is I like to see good birdies or high scoring rather than just hard pars personally. And I think you guys made the right decision there on some of these holes here.
I'm not a fan typically of 385-foot par 4. I felt that's why the discussion had to happen though. So I think that we made the right call.
Yeah. But, when you go back and you say, yeah, I shot 11 down, like that sounds better than saying I only shot 3 down because the course was so tough.
Right.
I don't know.
Stuck in the log.
You don't see that too often.
Wedged it.
That's so cool. It shows you how new it is. Christian pulling it up there. I think he's about 30
feet. How hairy it is up there. It's so hairy up there. It is. But there's 2 great lanes. You just got to hit it.
Yep. No, and the course is new, like you said. It's only been around for a few months, so you're playing with the pars first to make sure that you're not putting anything too difficult, and then you can always scale it back.
For sure.
So.
These guys really made a big run of the basket. I didn't see anybody having a ton of success in this hole. I think you saw a lot of birdies on this hole. I'm not entirely sure what they played on the weekend, but
yeah, I probably played under. I want to say played under, but that's a great bid by them. Coleman, and then here's Charlie looking for his. Oof. I believe that was first too because he got up there.
He did. He had a crusher. That's one of the better drives I saw.
All right, in or out? Big putt. Of course, that was going in. Coleman's a really good putter. Solid. And I forget what he putts with. Do you remember?
I don't know. His dad putts with. His dad has one of the better collection of old AVRs.
I was gonna say AVR.
Sure all down the same way, but everything's an AVR.
I think it is an AVR, yeah. Because he's on Team NASA. Whoop whoop.
Yes, love the NASA guys.
I miss them, but I am retired, Joe.
You shouldn't be. You travel a lot, though. I kind of get it, but Team Challenge is a force to be reckoned.
Yes, and I know that some people travel all the way from Virginia to play for our team in Buff. So people do stay committed to it. I love this hole. This is 234 feet, a little to the left downhill. Not a little. It actually looks like a pretty drastic, sharp left, but it looks like a natural hyzer if you connect, right?
It's a pretty hard hook. One of the newer holes as well. Very gettable, but also putting. Christian going straight at.
Yeah,
Christian was going straight at it.
I think some people find the lane here. Like this is what Coleman did, and that's pretty good.
Everyone I saw was doing the high hyzer route just because it's wide open up there. You can the window, let it fade.
And let's see what Charlie chooses here with this Vibram.
The old Vibram. Is that a VP?
I think so. That was looking good.
We were going to put the team.
And pitch out for Rory.
That was good.
Yeah. I'll take that any day. So par being 22 holes was what? Like around 70, 68, something like that. I mean, it was a high putt. Yeah.
It was a high putt.
Yeah, boy.
Whoa.
What a disgusting putt. We're gonna have to take a look at that again. Yep, another.
He's like a gazelle.
We're gonna have to get a beast replay on that one. Seen
Just
that
money.
stroke before. If you want to see Papa Chuck
Dead
make some good
center.
putts, check out the Black Falls footage that we put out a couple weeks ago. He makes some amazing putts there too. Good putt by Jeff Hinkley, dialing in his birdie. Rory saving his par.
Good job, Rory. See, that's the putt I'm looking for, Rory. He just did. He was missing left side chains. Gets it low, gets to the right side, cans it in. I think we see Rory going a little run here.
And I think this is probably the most awkward putting stance we've seen one of our players in GMT. It's just under the tree log, but somehow has to sneak one through. See if he
Finding
makes
a legal stance. He's taking his time, though, which is good. Big smile on his face, though. We like that.
Not very easy.
Composure is a good thing.
And it's not like you can move that.
Right. One of the things of it being one of the newer holes and just clearing out the fairway and stuff, it was just tough to kind of get it all done. But I mean,
to be fair, I don't know if he should have been all the way back there. His disc kind of went in hot.
we'll blame the disc. I blame the disc all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, Christian taking a bogey, his first blemish of the day, unfortunately. But there's a lot of birdies that were had on that hole. And here's Jeff Hinkley on hole 8. 428, yeah, par 4. Now there's a Mando, a big Mando to the right there, right?
Correct.
You have to make it to the left of that tree that looks like a V tree on the right there. And Coleman gets a nice pull there. I like this one because it kind of opens up to a opening, right, that you have to get out of?
Correct. You kind of smash one like Coleman just did, and then if you can get far enough out there, it's a nice open look out into a mini field there.
Such a cool hole. Now, is this one of a newer hole, or has this been traditional for?
No, this is one of the newer holes as well. Chris really spent a few months just going in, and I think he did an amazing job finding these competitive golf shots. Because this hole almost looks like it's been there for a while.
Yes, it does. Yep. Nice line by Christian. Wow.
Killer play. That's awesome. That's a great shot.
So versatile.
He should have a nice look into the green there.
Rory just needing to get out to the opening. Here's Jeff on his second shot. Tries to bite off a little more than he can handle. I think he was trying to ante a little more than that.
I don't think he was trying to go for the green or try to sneak it through there. I think he was trying to get down to the opening on the right-hand side to give himself an easy, and he just kind of pulled it a little bit. You see it up there on the field. Yeah,
I love this camera shot by Quinten because it showed you how far it is and not that easy from where he was.
He can still...
But Charlie is in a prime spot. Like, this is fantastic.
And Charlie didn't even have the best shot. He had a great shot. And he still has a great look up to the basket. Chucks it right up there.
Yeah, and Coleman does too. He makes this hole look really easy along with Charlie. They're going to get their birdies. Meanwhile, Jeff and Rory are going to get a little bit of a high number here.
Very smooth shot from Christian there. That was great.
I believe this is his fourth shot. Or third shot, excuse me.
A little roll. That's all right.
Yep. Hinkley's going to be taking his fourth shot, so he'll be taking a bogey.
Buzz the chains there. Give it a little bit of a run.
Great save by Rory there.
Good job, Rory. See, the putter's connecting. You can do anything when the putts are falling.
Hey, sometimes it's the GMT jitters, right? So
absolutely.
You know, it's
playing in front of a camera is not easy.
No.
Especially for a lot of these guys just trying to make an open lifestyle. It's hard.
And it's part of their job as a pro player that they might be filmed, and some might handle it better than others.
All these guys are trying to just be successful, make some money on the weekend, and just satisfy their own goals. So,
Now, speaking of money, what do you remember? What how much the winner was going to get for this tournament?
I'll look it up for you. Let's go. Let's come back to that.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just curious, like, what was at stake and how many pro players you had? You were at about 30 something players, I think, pro MPO players, or maybe it wasn't more than that. Actually, it was more than that. Wasn't it like 50 or 60?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I should have this like right up in front of me. I just don't.
The White Mountains Disc Golf representing.
Matt Albee, great guy.
And I really enjoy this hole 9. I can't wait to play this one.
One of my favorite shots
Yeah.
on the course. It reminds me of TPC Sawgrass. Yes, I understand there's no water or anything like that, but this
It
hole
really
looks
does.
super easy. The wind's gusting from the right-hand side. Get a little
Yeah.
beast replay here.
And, it's not every day that in New England we get to, that was a great shot by Coleman. Let's be fantastic. That we get a circular, OB island, and it's very apparent with obviously the poster boards going around it. It just looks really cool. I got to applaud you guys. You guys did a great job with that setup there.
This is one of the holes that have been there for a long time. We're kind of getting back to the original layout here, and it's one of the holes that everybody kind of remembers.
Oh, it's so signature, I think. And the circle is bigger than it looks from far away. I don't know what it is, because once you get up there, you're like, okay, he's 35 feet out.
Right to left win on this hole all weekend long. So just like Rory here, which worked out really, really well, but threw it kind of low. That could have gotten smashed down and hit by the barriers, and just he executed that very, very well.
Now, what are you throwing here? Oh, look at this. Perfect.
I threw a rock 3, and it worked out well for me on the weekend.
Nice. We saw some of that coverage, by the way. You made some really good putts too, Joe.
I made some really bad putts, Raivis. I had some. I sent that footage to some friends, and I'm not on camera very often, and they were like, "Joe, what's going on with your game here?" It's like, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to go out there, have a good time, throw some good shots." I had a couple good putts out there.
I was impressed by yourself. More impressed than not impressed. And speaking of impressed, look at that putt. Wow, nice putt there by Christian.
That's what we expect out of Christian.
Your putt on 15 was awesome, by the way. On that
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the shares, too.
That was really sweet. And Christian Olsen dialing in on the birdie. About 30 feet away. That was beautiful. I love watching him play. He's a good spirit out there, and like you said, he can make some really good putts.
Throws a mile, too.
Rory, he made a few putts in a row, and now he just missed that one.
It's all right.
It's okay. Jeff Hinkley will definitely make his. Great putt.
Hey, look at that big smile on Jeff's face, man. I can't even get over it. What a positive dude.
No,
I just love him.
He could be having the worst day, but he'll make you smile.
He's definitely one of those.
Yeah.
A good day, like a bad day on the disc golf course, is better than any other day.
Yeah.
Good job, Coleman. Cashing in as well.
Coleman getting the memo. Probably throwing his rock. I know he loves his rocks.
As he should.
Coleman's rocking the mustache. I haven't seen that before. That's new.
I don't know if that was a new thing he was trying out.
And look, we got the killdeer. I think that's what it's called, right? Little peeper.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I think it's a killdeer. It's a bird. It's very territorial.
I'm happy you know that, 'cause I would have no clue. I'd be like, it's a bird.
I might be totally wrong, please.
No, you're probably right. Tell us in the comments if Raivis is right or not.
My roommate loves his freaking birds, so.
Put your roommate against Andrew Leahy on his bird love any day of the week. Andrew knows a bird.
You know what?
From
I just Googled it, and it is absolutely a killdeer.
Let's go, Raivis. Let's go.
And speaking of on point, how about that shot right there? That was amazing.
Crush. Perfect look into the green there.
Now, hole 10. Was there OB on this on the left and
no
right?
OB
was it just kind of like a ripper?
Just a ripper. fence kind of messes with you a little bit because you do kind of want to be looking into the opening rather than putting over the fence. No OB though, just a crush.
I liked it. I like this setup here. And Debo went way right. I remember on the footage there. Oh, that was a great shot by Rory. So, is it just after that fence, like 10 feet, or?
I'll be probably about 15 feet from the from the pin there. And past the basket isn't too bad. You can go a little bit past. You're not in too deep of trouble.
Okay. So Veysey kind of shorted it twice in a row. We'll see if he's able to connect for his birdie.
He's going to putt over the fence there, so that adds a little bit of an element.
And
Coleman leaving it short, that surprises me.
This one looks like it's before the fence, no?
It's after. Or was it before the fence?
Yeah, it looks like maybe. I don't know. I can't tell.
That
with the visual
tricks with my mind there because I think I'm thinking of a different hole.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to tell you, hey Joe, you have no clue what you're talking about, you're probably right.
No, because I do see there's another basket that's behind the fence. But I think that's.
I'm thinking of the hole 12 coming up the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, just barely.
Oh, Rory, damn. Okay. We'll see how you do that.
He's finding it. Good job, Christian.
Yeah, great putt there.
Trusting the left chains there.
These baskets catch pretty well for
They do.
Portableness. For being portable.
Basket sense was, a basket is pretty important, and especially in competitive golf and everything like that. These stood all weekend. We had a big rainstorm wipe through, a lot of wind on the first day, and they stayed put, and we were very happy with them. Thanks to Marty Vaughn again for the donation. We appreciate it. Hey, Chuck.
Huge
How's
help.
it going, buddy?
Pop-up Chuck just putting it in there. Hole 11, 294. Okay, I wasn't sure about this one, Joe. So the sign in the caddy book said it's a par 4. That can't be right.
I don't believe that is correct. I believe we were playing a par 3 here. OB is the parking lot behind it. You need a pretty big skip to get there. You really just want to kind of throw something flat at that tree, let it fade down, and just kind of let the disc do the work. You see a lot of people kind of lay up short on this hole to not really pressure the OB. Mm-hmm. Kind of like what you're seeing Jeff do here. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I can't imagine it was, honestly. But very gettable hole.
Yeah, I love this scene, this beautiful scenery, and the downhill hyzer. That favors, a backhand player very much so.
I just got entranced by Lake Winnipesaukee again. That shot was up in the air. I just saw the mountains in the background. I just wish I was there again.
It's very beautiful. Now, how far is this from top of the hill?
I'd say somebody's gonna correct me here. I'd say 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, all right. So it's rather close.
Too far. I think it might even be closer than that. Honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so it's rather close from where all those are. Hard to run that one for Rory, but
he kind of gave that a little bit of a run. He got scared there for a
second. He
He
did.
I don't know if he was scared because he thought it was going in the basket or he thought the wind was going to pick it up and drive it away, but he was frightened for a minute.
I think Charlie got frightened, but you know who's not frightened or who's not going to be frightened? That guy.
Oh. Man, that was.
He's so smooth. So how many putting leagues do you think this guy wins?
All of them. I think if people see Christian show up, maybe not in Maine because I feel like all the Maine guys are just the same cloth and they just love the competition. But Christian can just win them all if he really wanted to.
I think so.
I think that's his winter job. Oh no!
That was the one time that the basket didn't catch for somebody. I swear. We just had to jinx him. Sorry about that.
That's on us, Jeff. Sorry about that, buddy.
But yeah, that was it was a little left, but I mean,
I've seen those catch for Christian though, man. Christian's been testing those left side chains, kind of like what Rory was doing in the beginning, and they've been falling. So I was kind of surprised to see that slip out.
Same. Did you hear Charlie there? He's like, I just needed 2 more seconds of shade.
You get out of the woods and it's May, so you didn't think it'd be that hot, but it was very, very, very warm that weekend. Chuck wishes he had some guy walking around with a fan.
Totally unsanctioned. And yeah, there's the front half. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And Joe, thanks for being here. We can't wait to watch the back nine. The back nine will actually be dropping on your channel, on the Beast Disc Golf channel. So
That's right. Appreciate
make
that.
sure
Like
that,
and subscribe.
yeah, like and subscribe, and we will see you real soon.
Thanks, guys.